In an increasingly digital world, it's quite nice to be analog sometimes, isn't it? Which might explain why we all like fishing and why I'm pootling along in a 1972 camper van. Or that could just be complete guff that I've invented for this very contrived intro. Either way, we're looking at a tackle product today that's very intriguing from a tackle company that likes to live firmly in the present. So what is the product we're looking at today? Well, it's from New Direction Tackle, ND. It's their water pump. Now this is a rechargeable USB powered water pump. You throw this end of hose into the water and it draws water up using the pump inside here, and it comes out of this nozzle which is on a flexible swan neck. It's charged up by a micro USB charging connector that's deeply recessed in there to keep it waterproof, and it's got a bank stick connector here. Now don't worry, I'm not saying this is an essential carp fishing item. It's not going to catch you more fish. But on those longer sessions, there are plenty of uses for a device like this. Now you might already have decided whether or not this product is for you, but I think one thing that's crucial to consider is that anglers, we're often surrounded by water, but it isn't always that accessible. If you're fishing on a boarded platform, then getting down to get some water out can be tricky even if you're able-bodied. And we often need water when we're looking after fish on the bank, and that's where this device can really help, whether you're able-bodied or not. You can fit it to a bank stick, you can throw in the hose end, and then you've got a ready supply of water. Now for the able-bodied, that might be quite an easy, simple thing to do, and you don't need a device like this. But if you're disabled or have mobility issues, then I think it could be a real boon, because you don't have to bend down to get your water. You can just have a ready supply of it. You can angle this hose where you like, and here we go, we've got plenty of water to look after the fish. There are a few uses for the water pump in an actual fishing situation. Obviously you can fetch water from the lake and you can use that for a number of things. One of them is with bait. I've got a bucket of bait here and I could wash out my boilies with the water pump providing the water, or I could create a sloppy zig mix. And we all know that when we're fishing with a sloppy zig mix, that your rod and your reel can get pretty dirty. So you can use this pump just to douse it off and get all that grit and grime away from your precious reels and the reel seat itself. Another use is when going for really long casts. Now with both mono and braid, they can get dry and bed down a bit if you haven't used your reels for a couple of weeks. So if you want to add a bit of water to them, normally you might dunk your reel, which can cause all sorts of problems with washers and things inside the reel. But with this water pump, you can just give them a gentle dousing on the line itself, and that means you've got a bit less friction when you're going for those really long chucks. The water pump comes with a bank stick connector, but it's also got a handy clip on the side, so you can attach it to your bucket like that, and you can do the washing up. Another potential use for this device is when you want to decant water from a large container into a smaller one. So maybe you've got your water carrier and it might be tricky to pour that into your kettle. Well, you can just feed the hose into the larger device, double tap the top to turn it on, and then you can fill up your kettle. It's also quite handy when your washer jets fail you. So in conclusion, what do we think about this product? Well, I think it's one of those items that you'll make your own mind up about, whether it fits your own angling situation. But one thing I cannot deny is that it works. It does exactly what it says it does. It draws water from a water source, it pumps it effectively from this swan neck adjustable nozzle, and you can use it for a multitude of things. Hopefully we've shown a few in this video, but perhaps there are other uses for it too. In the summer, in the warmer months, you could use it to wash your face or even have a full shower if you're feeling particularly daring on the bank. And it's only 40 quid, which I think is a pretty fair price. And this being ND, it's available from Amazon too, so you could get it next day delivery on Prime.